will be for Yayun for a retrospect of my past years presented by Dan Ho. Thank you.
Well, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and especially Yayun, am I saying that correctly?
Yayun.
Yayun, okay. Well, happy birthday, and congratulations on the upcoming birth of your child. So everybody. And equally, congratulations on your icebreaker speech. Now, let's take a look at what he told us during the course of his speech. You came up and you gave us some personal details. Your birthday, your upcoming child, how old you are, some things like that. And then you kicked off into a Confucius quote. And you sort of set your life in the prism of the acquisition of knowledge and how that has impacted you through your life. And then you had a story about a friend who did something similar, but committed suicide, unfortunately. And then you sort of wrapped it up at the end with, you know, how knowledge can improve your life at the end. So that was your overall. So I thought it was a great job, you know, a really good effort here. And there's a lot that we all can learn from some of the things that you did in your speech. One is I love the use of the quote. Now the only thing about the quote, it may have been a little long. It's sort of hard to edit people's quotes, but maybe you could have stopped at 30 and said, Mr. Confucius, I'm sorry. You're long-winded today. But you, not only did you do that, one of the primary problems that I see with quotes in people's speeches is people bolt them on in their speech, and you didn't do that. And what I mean by bolt on is they just throw in a quote, yeah, I have a quote, and they don't do anything with it. Yeah. You actually called back to your quote at the end of your speech. You went all the way through, you kicked it off, and came back and hit it again. Great use of the quote. Next, I like the sense of humor that you had, especially around something that you could be construed as a failure in your life. And you went through with all the things that meant to your parents and all of that. And whenever you self-deprecate in front of a crowd, you expose yourself, right, to everybody here. Everybody gets a little bit closer to you because we all secretly have those moments. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we're with you. So it helps everybody get in a little bit closer. Now, a couple of challenges that I would give to you. English is a second language. It is a tough area to go. But one of the things you have is a lot of vocal pauses. Now, once you got going, you stopped doing it, but you had ah and ums, and you also so's and rights. And if you could focus in trying to eliminate those when you're up front as best you can, that would definitely improve the quality of your speech. And the next one is focus in on your message. You have a great theme all the way through, and you punched us only at the end with the actual theme, which was knowledge can improve your life. You wrapped it up well, right? But it came out at the very end. You could have used that all the way through. You could have started with a quote instead of coming up and saying something about how the other pieces, and just gone right into it. The suicide story, I don't know. It was a different emotional speed to the rest of the speech. And the last, you brought up your birthday and that your birthday of your child. You know, we don't have to expose. We always have to limit what we want to say in front of an audience. But you know, I assume you have a wife or at least a girlfriend, and she has a name, and you met her at some point. So if you're not going to go fully commit onto all the information, then maybe leave some of the other information out and just focus in on the main theme of the speech. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing you speak again.